In the last video, we saw a brilliant draw which was made by Halprin versus Pillsbury in a completely losing game to save it. It was in 1900. So now we will be taking a look at our next game, which is between uh, Harlow B. Daly and Franklin K. Young. Young is regarded as the critically is regarded as the worst chess author of the world. So let's see how the world's worst chess author gets a brilliant victory out of this game. So let's get into the video. And before starting showing the games, let's see at the game review which I got recently. We can see Daly took the white pieces and Franklin took the black. Since Daly is a young prodigy, we expect Young to have better odds, and you can see that Young has better odds. So in every category, you can see apart from the best move and good moves, go, best move, good moves, and book moves category, uh, Young has proved his worth in the chess game. So without any further delay, let's get into the games. This game was played in 1907 uh, at in USA. So this game, in some players talk a better game of chess than they play. In Young's case, the reverse was true. So let's start the game. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C3, knight F6, the Vienna game. F4, D5, the main line. A flank attack is the best best met by a strike in the center. You can see now Young has two pawns controlling the center while Daly has one. F takes e5, knight takes e4, knight f3, knight c6, which is good at this point, but bishop e7 was best as you complete your kingside development and prepare for castle. D4, which is kind of an inaccuracy instead of playing this in the same case as opening up your kingside. Bishop e5, which pins the knight and not allowing bishop b4 to create a pin in turn, was food for rough equality. So bishop b4, a great move at this point, which helps you in the case that you take here, take, and you get this rook by pin by fork. Bishop d2. I think so. This idea was meant for this capture, but here queen d3 was best. Bishop g4. Black's bishop slice across the board and pins are so strong that black must win material. So now this is a great move on the board. You can see that the two bishops are pinning the two knights out, and the knight is involved in every action like this. Bishop b5, which is a good move at this point. Bishop captures f3, queen captures f3, queen b4 check, a brilliant move, a great move. G3, knight takes d2. Black wins material with this intermediate move. You can say that this is an intermediate move because you avoid this queen capture and you gain material. Queen takes d5 is a mistake over here as it allows queen h6. You allow the queen to escape like here, and now we follow a quick blunder. Queen takes d4. What did Daly just do? You are offering an exchange, I look, but that's a simple giveaway. Young misses the key move to defend c2 and d2 and c6. queen h6 check. Queen h6 with everything defended, Young would just hold an extra piece. Bishop captures c6 check in this position just to deflect this knight, to deflect this queen. Now it's supposed that now you cap instead of taking over here, and now that there is an idea of a fork over here, you take over here. The next king f8. Young must surrender both rooks, but chances lie with him. Now this move was obviously played. Now before that, king e7 would be kind of winning, as you get this and then mate on your hands. So queen takes a8 check, and I not think that a long castle would be relevant in this position, but you just help to give away the rook, give the rook away, not let the rook get away. Rook d8 as thought is better for black and light for an extra piece. King e7, queen c6. It's another blunder in pursuit of this defense. You could just have gone here where you attack this square, the bishop, and you also attack c7. Queen takes h8. Accepting the double rook sacrifice would be a blunder. But because after this, bishop captures c3, b captures c3, queen e3. The king moves away over here, and then king d1 is forced because you allow a mate over here if you come here. So, and now knight c4, a mate on d2. The king is brutally dropped down, and you have to play a move like this, an unsound move like this, to just give it away, and you can't do anything like this. You still have a mate. Queen b7 was better. Queen e3 check. King moves away over here. Rook d8 with the idea of an intermediate check and a kind of checkmate, and which is a brilliant move at this point. Knight d5 transposes. Like if you are forced to play like this, then you capture this, come out here, and then that's a mate. So here queen e3 check was played. King d1, rook d8 as thought. Knight d5 forks all the pieces on the board and forces Young to sack the other rook. Rook takes f5, queen takes f5, and knight e4. Like this is a great move at the context of this game because you have certain ideas on the board and you keep on holding a check, a fork over here, and then c3. This is played to create some empty space and opening up an escape square. c6, attacking the queen and deflecting it. This is an incredibly precise move. Queen d4, the queen is determined not to move. Now it would be better if you just I think so, trade of the queens and check. King comes here, not here, comes here, check, takes, but here this game is lost. So I think so here queen f3 check was played, a brilliant fork. King c2, queen e2 check. The game is now full of checks. King b1, and Bishop captures c3, a stunner. The c3 pawn is targeted on the knight, and only the queen defends it. B captures c3 as thought. c5, a great move, the move of the game. c6 and bishop captures c3 have prepared to the incredible queen trap in the center of the board. The queen is trapped due to the knight force on c3 and d2. Queen d6 check. What the worst way to return the queen as white's king is trapped on the second rank. Knight takes d6. E takes d6 check. King takes d6 a4. It is a good move. King d5. Rook c1. Awkwardly trying to free the king from the queen. Queen takes h2. Now rattling up the pawns. c4 check. King c6. It's an inaccuracy. Now rook a3 would be. Now the next move would be like rook a3. Rook a3 which was played. h5. Rook d3. h4. Rook cd1. H takes g6. H takes g3. Rook d6 check. King b7. Rook d7 check. King a6. Rook takes f7. Queen h7 check. King b2. g2. Rook d6 check. King a5. Now, rook captures a7 check. A desperate attempt to win the king, to get a mate. King b4, which is forced. Rook b7 check. King takes c4, which is a great move. Rook b3. It's a mistake. You could just like that would be a huge mistake over here. You could have just either pushed your pawn. Now g1 is equals to queen. Now you get another queen. Rook c3 check. King b4. Rook b3 check. King a5. And now white brings out the ultimate resignation, because after this you take here, and now the game is completely lost. So this was a blinder by Franklin Young to win this game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. This is Athar Mishra signing off. Goodbye, and I'll meet you in the next video.